Welcome to Uncle Owen's Barbecue, where we serve delicacies of the finest variety. I'm Dr. Afra, and I want to thank you for joining the countless others who don't know the difference between Ronto Burger and Womp Rat. We are going to be taking a short trip north to the Great Mesra Plateau, where a monastery inhabits the disreputable, and a monster eats the evicted. Try to stay off the menu in today's special. But before we gain entry, allow me to tell you about Laica, although that is only an alias. Elusive, but I assure you, present inside. She is force-sensitive and sent by the Emperor, using the Force to influence. Laica, disguised in black sheer with a splash of blue, fails to persuade Jabba to allow her on his barge. And in order to protect her own cover, she agreed to stay back at the palace. Which is why we never see her at the Battle of Carcoon. You will better know her as Mara Jade, and while we do have this character in 3 3/4 inch, we don't have the Laica variant. There is no question of this happening right now, but maybe one day it will. An honorable mention, Loj Nella, the music-loving one of the less intimidating guests of Jabba the Hutt. Blink too fast, and you'll miss this cliff borer worm. He is definitely viewed in an unnecessary manner. As Bib Fortuna escorts the droids across the dance floor, we see Kane Adis drawing a little too much attention to himself. Themselves? Regardless, it isn't the only time we see him. Them. It isn't even the only two-headed, sentient, galactic inhabitant. Inhabitants?
Am I asking a hard question?
And if you thought it would be the first two-headed species that would ever be released in 3 3/4 inch plastic, you would be wrong. But you don't have to be without one.
I need you.
Our next choice is Jess. This blonde is seen stroking Bib's Laica.
Nowadays, they're just running around lawless. Oh, now that ain't right.
She is on the floor in the background when Luke's message begins, and she interestingly turns to watch. Again, we notice her behind Ulo in the green Twi'lek dance like she wouldn't see it tomorrow. Next up is one of Jabba's most trusted of personal guards, and probably the most likely figure we are to see in the near future, Nizuk Beck, bodyguard of celebrity Size Noodles, a famous singer in the Max Rebo band. You'll see him posted next to none other than Bib Fortuna when Luke enters to negotiate for the release of his friends. When upon acting fast, Nizuk Beck is relinquished of his blaster and somehow is stuck in a state of temporary flux.
What the hell are you guys laughing at over there?
With all the other guards belonging to Jabba being released in TVC, it seems like a matter of time before we see this one added to the group. Next up we have Laica. This not-so-secret criminal was the out-of-league girlfriend of smuggler Jade.
What?
She was a gun runner, skilled in all aspects of her craft. Always in the background seen dressed in red, surrounded by her zipper blues. Laica is one of those characters like Swillicori, who I can't imagine why figures of them were not made yet.
What are you waiting for?
Next, female Ishitib accountant for Jabba the Hutt, Sasha Teal, who attended the one-time-only dinner show at the Sarlacc pit. She probably perished on board Jabba's sail barge, the Katana. Finally, we arrive at the object of Laica's affection, Jade, Bimin's son of trader Jade, who smuggles exclusively for Jabba the Hutt. Jade is in the splash zone of freshly poured drinks that without the help of C-3PO, R2-D2 could not have served.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Now grab a seat and buckle into it because it is time for
The lightning round.
Loj Nella, Kane Adis, Jess, Nizuk Beck, Laica, Sasha Teal, Jade. Mara Jade is most impressive, rather, Laica is, and I can't describe how much I want this figure to let me borrow that outfit. Please take a moment and like the video, subscribe to become a Frequently Fed member, don't forget to ring the bell so you know when the next order is up, and leave a comment. Let us know which one you think would be released in the vintage collection first, or which one you want the most. I'm Dr. Afra, and I want to thank you for stopping by Uncle Owen's Barbecue, where it's always a pleasure to tell you about today's special.